Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by the garage. Check this out. I got another vintage kit to compare with a newer kit. 1950 Ford by AMT. Now, the video I did on the 57 Ford original kit with a comparison, I got some really good response from that video. So I thought I'd just do, not really a part two, but just another comparison here on a couple of old kits, well, old kit versus a newer kit. Now this kit here, everything I've seen shows 1962 release date. Maybe. I'll explain that in a second. And this one here is a 2015. So I know they had various releases of this car, this convertible through the years. So I won't go through all of, what years all those were and anything, but we're just going to take a look at these two kits. So first of all, we'll just step in with the old one. It's best to start at the beginning, so we'll go start at the original one here. Now, this kit, actually I got the same place that I got the 57. And the interesting thing about it is, now ScaleMate said 1962 original release on this. So it would have been before the 57. But I don't know if you've seen the 57 video that I did. I had mentioned that the 63 release, the original box art release, had a section here that said white walls included. And then the other box that I had from 65 did not have that. I did look up and I did find, as I did a search on this, I did find there was one of these issues with the white walls included right here. So this may have been like just like a Rebox or something with those words eliminated. And again, why they didn't do that, I have no clue anyway. But that's one difference that I seen from the original 62 release. And then there was another one. May have still been in 62. I don't know why they would issue two boxes in that time, but it's hard to say what happened. But anyways, this at least is close to 1962. I'll just put it that way, as far as I can tell. So anyway, one of the original releases of this. It's a 3-in-1 kit. Again, just like the 57, you get stylized, custom, and stock parts. Okay, it just shows you an example of each one there. So just kind of going around the box, look at all the different variations you could build this thing in. Just so many different ways to build it. Different styled rear ends. Front end's different, so just all kinds of variations on it. Again, the Trophy Series. And just the end of the box here. There would be the stock version there, and then just all your different customizing parts here. Over here, front ends. There's your body, and all your separate parts here, different tops, options, and everything. Shows a picture of the decals there. George Barris, king of the customizers, Carcraft magazine consultant to AMT. So they was actually working with these real customizers to produce their model kits. I think that's really cool because they could get so much realism. And look at that, $1.39, Consolidated Warehouses special. It says $1.39. So just another neat piece of history there right in front of us. So we'll take this, just go ahead and pull the lid off here. And look, guys, this got paperwork in it. Now, this is almost like finding an old car, a real old car with like the build sheet still in it, or the owner's manual, or, your original paperwork. So this is pretty cool. Just real quick here, this is Bud Anderson. He was one of the head guys at AMT there, as far as I know. Model Car Builders Corner. And I think he actually, I know I had a Rod and Custom magazine that actually he had a section in that magazine that he would actually just like talk about maybe like new releases and whatnot. But that's Bud Anderson. They called him, he was the cat from AMT. Was his nickname. And it just shows you different ways to spray. Talks about the AMT's lacquer paint, spray paint. So candy color, solids and metallics. And you just send this to Bud Anderson. You know, my favorite colors are. Try this combination, Bud. Maybe if you come up with something that you liked and just send it to him and see what he thought. You know, I don't know, just guessing on that. But there's just like some of their colors of their lacquers and stuff. Shows you how to make a spray booth. And then again, George Barris there. And then there's their spray paint. So just some neat stuff right there. And then this I thought really interesting. Your license to drive. And I don't fully understand all of this, but this has to do with slot cars. So you open this up here. It says every AMT kit a potential track vehicle. So just shows you different things in there. And they, you know, they just basically took the AMT into the authentic model turnpike there. So put you behind the steering wheel. So still to have this stuff and this good a shape is just really cool, I think. So that's those two. And I will look at the instructions here real quick. So 50 Ford stock style, custom stylized AMT Corp Trophy Series 3-in-1. It just shows you different things. Now this one's starting to come apart, but it's all there. Different customizing options, how to section it, or tells you that you can not necessarily a step-by-step, but shows you how you can section the body on it. Just make it look a little shorter and sleeker. But then here, apparently this had some upholstery material as well, just kind of like the 57 had. And then just all your different engine options. Here comes into your body parts and your customizing over here. So again, just some really neat stuff. A separate hard top or a Carson top. I always thought those were so cool, with the option to put a porthole in there in the side. Laker pipes. The option here from some extra custom skirts. You can build a little trophy there. And again, just how to, you know, doing your filling and stuff for your custom body work there. And then just all custom stylizing and different custom parts. Like here, and if you want to do a minor stylizing, you just go down here to this. So just really, really cool stuff back in there. They really pushed the customizing on these model cars. Again, he showed up again, George Barris. Now, back in that day, Gene Waynesfield was also a customizer back in the day. And I actually got to talk to him. Oh, it's been a good number of years ago, but I did get to talk to him. Very nice guy. Now, here's the original decal sheet. Now, obviously not usable, but, you know, you could probably recreate these like on a printer or something and kind of be able to use those if you wanted to. Not these, but have that same decal to use. Would replicate the original. And then again, there just kind of shows you decal placement, you know, where you'd want to put all that stuff. So that's cool. Even got the complete decal sheet just like the 57 had. Now this kit, unfortunately, is not as complete as the 57 was, but we're going to look at this. I'm going to slide this box out so we don't hide any details on this. But there's the body. And again, a nice sturdy plastic back in the day. Didn't feel thin or anything. But just your chassis there on the bottom. Now we'll get in and we'll look at the other one. I want to just compare a couple other parts. We're mainly going to take a look and see how many custom parts they have in this newer release as to what they had in this one. So there's your body and interior and chassis. And then here's a chrome tree, and we're going to compare these two. Here you got your, looks like some custom wheels, your factory grill. Now I've got a couple 49s that I've actually built, and they actually had the different grill. The 49 just had like little spears here. So basically this piece was, you know, like non-existent on the 49. So there's your little trophy, your wheel covers there, or hubcaps. It looks like a couple pieces here already missing. We're going to take a look at the other one and compare, see maybe how these two compare together. Horn ring, bumpers. And then here's that Carson top. Now, I always thought those were nice looking. And then up on the inside here, you could see where you could maybe cut that out, or I don't know if you could just remove that section and put the portholes in it. So that's cool stuff. Then here's a custom hard top you could have put on it. So let's just look and see how that Carson would have looked on there real quick. There, see, now that's just neat looking. Goes all the way up to the back of the door there. So, and they give you a couple different windshield frame options in this, a chopped version or a stock version. And then just, there's your heads, engine, half part of the engine block. The other one's in the bag over here. And then more interior parts. There's back, seat back, dash, your front suspension there, radiator, seat belts, differential. And then here's the convertible boot. The top boot there. And then stock front seat. And then here's a back glass. Now this does not have the front glass. Did not come with the front glass in it. And look at this here. They even give you a piece of sandpaper, and I would say that feels about like a 220 actually. It doesn't have a grit, but that's about what it feels like. Knock down that body filler. And of course, stock steering wheel. And then you got a hood. So pretty much basic stuff here. So that's the contents of, oh, I'm sorry. I got this bag right here. Now, I'm not going to dig all of this stuff out, obviously, but like they give you a custom front end. Custom front end there. And look at these slicks. Well, just a little bit tacky. Not too bad, but they're just, see the grit has attached to it over the years. So the slick there. Of course, your 4 standard tires, wheels, custom seats there. Got a roll bar in there, and then like your windshield frame here. Now these to me actually, I don't really see much of a difference in these. Now these look really kind of like the same, so I don't know. I think one was supposed to be a chopped version and one was supposed to be a stock, but that's the same height, so you got 2 of the same thing in there. So anyhow, so we'll put those back in the bag. But, and they even give you some cinder blocks. Look at that. And then your custom skirts there. I'll dig one of them out here real quick. So there's the custom skirt. Okay. Just gets you 2 of those. So, all in all, I mean, good quality. I mean, it's pretty clean. There's not, of course, it was a brand new tool back then on this kit. So everything looks really good and clean. I mean, you got your mold lines here, everything. So you'd want to fill them, finish those off, right? But so that's the original version of that. And I'm just going to put this stuff. I'm going to leave some of this stuff out because I want to do a comparison on these custom parts. So I'm going to put these back in the bag. See, we'll throw these back in the box. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, now here's the body from the 2015 release there on that convertible with some older style box art. I don't know if that was ever a box art back in the day, but just an older style looking. But here's the body, chassis. Everything looks pretty much the same. The only thing I noticed is you got some cutouts here for if you wanted to extend your fender wells. How well that's going to show up there, but anyway, we'll just pull that out real quick. So see, that's the only difference I see on the body, because this one doesn't have that score line in there. So that's one small difference that I did notice. But what I wanted to look at is mainly see these custom parts what they, if they had the same parts in this newer kit, or if they just left them out. I'll set that on the box here. And as we look in here, here is this same front end. So that stayed the same. And then as I looked in here too, okay, here's another front end the original one had. And then here it is on this tray, making some noise here. But it's actually got the whole back filled in there, so they filled in the back. Now this is a front end option that is missing from the original kit, so it's come up missing somewhere along the way. But here you got your boot, okay, same style of boot, and then this is a factory stock top, which this original kit is missing as well. So there's the factory stock top for that. And then let's look at the, oh, here's one. Instead of the Carson top, they give you what they call a DeVille top right there. So it would just be, it would just come up like such. More like just a total custom job, you know. I guess keep the people in the back seat dry, I guess, if it rained. But anyway, so that's a difference that I saw. And then I'm looking at the chrome tree. I'm just digging this stuff out of the box back here. So let's compare these two. Okay, see, they just give you just this runner just extended up over the top here. So the grill, everything's pretty much the same. This chrome here on the original one, again, is not as flashy, shiny, but it's not quite as like aluminized looking as the one on the 57 was. So, but it's a little bit more bright, but not as bright as today. And here's that chrome today, or 2015. Basically, they're doing it the same way now. But you see a couple places on here where some parts on this other tree are missing. And they've probably just taken them off and they've come up missing over the years. So if you lay that, or I guess if we lay the old one over the new one. See, these heads probably had them on here, but they've just come up, you know, missing over the years. And these wheels are different. Now they give you like a Krager type wheel on there. So you still get your horn ring and all that. So virtually everything's pretty much the same on this. Just this has an extended runner, you know, for whatever reason. But so I just thought that was neat. Same stuff, pretty much same molds. They've just maybe tweaked some stuff over the years. Same custom grill. So this was interesting too, I thought. Here's a custom hood, which the original one probably had as well. So there was a custom hood, different. And the other interesting thing I found is this one. And let me grab the original hood out of this box. Okay, now if you look at these from the front, see the difference here? I'm trying to see around my camera, through my camera bracket here. So, okay, right here is for the notch out in the grill. Here you actually would have to cut that out for that. So that's a difference right there. In that they just filled that in. So now you have to cut that out in order to get it to fit. Probably for a custom option, I would say. One of those custom front ends. So that was really one of the big differences on the parts then to now that I really noticed, was that doesn't have the notch out on that hood. So, and another interesting thing was the slicks they give you in the newer kit are plastic. A 2-piece plastic slick. Look at that. That's something. Remember those? Well, I don't remember as well as a lot of you older guys would, because by the time I, was really building, they pretty much was into the rubber vinyl tires. So, but they just kind of give us a little piece of history there, recast. So I thought that was interesting. So for the most part, and then your tires on this kit, of course, and this wasn't necessarily an open box review on this new one. I'm just doing a couple of comparisons. Of course, you get your pad printed tires. And they also give you slicks in the bag here, vinyl tires, slicks in the bag. So you got a couple extra slicks in there to build up. So, but anyway, we're going to clear some of this stuff off the bench. Be right back. Okay, guys, so that was just a quick, quick comparison. Another old kit, looks to me, as far as I can tell, maybe they clean them up. And again, I'm not an expert on injection molding and things like that. I just pretty much deal with the finished product, whatever they give us. So, just a nice quick comparison here to see what changed. Maybe, did anything change, or what, maybe some new parts they threw in there. But it looks pretty much like they've thrown in all the old, like original styling parts that they would have had on this version here. But so we're just going to put this lid back on here and set some of this out here as we close out. And guys, I apologize if this seemed a little rushed, but here I went to do one of these videos the other night, and my phone has quickly let me know when the cutoff time is for my video. So I didn't get it quite completed, so I had to do this one over. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's just a quick look at the 1962-ish version and the 2015 version of the 1950 Ford AMT 1950 Ford convertible. So I know there was a lot of great response on the 57 video. So hey guys, I wanted to come and bring you a little bit more. And again, I apologize. I hope it didn't seem too rushed, but just a quick look at still two great kits from a great company, in my opinion. Hey guys, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. I'm going to slide on out of here. So hope you had a wonderful 4th of July, and come back next time if you can. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you later. So have a good evening. God bless you richly, and happy modeling.